Episode number 107. The prophetic clock was locked before the temple fell. Introduction. Many prophecy systems separate Daniel and Revelation from the destruction of Jerusalem and place their fulfillment thousands of years later. Yet Daniel was told that the visions concerned his people and his holy city, and Jesus declared that all things written would be fulfilled within that generation. Once we follow the Bible's own time indicators, the prophetic clock becomes locked. The destruction of the temple and the burning of Jerusalem were not accidental historical events, but the appointed climax of the Old Covenant age and the full manifestation of Christ's kingdom. 1. 70 weeks determined on Daniel's people and city. Gabriel told Daniel, 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city. Daniel 9:24. The prophecy concerns Israel and Jerusalem. 6 things would be accomplished, including reconciliation for iniquity and everlasting righteousness. Messiah would come, be cut off, and afterwards the city and sanctuary would be destroyed. Daniel 9:25-27. Since the destruction of the sanctuary is part of the prophecy itself, its fulfillment is locked to the existence and fall of the Second Temple. 2. Time of the end. Daniel 12. Daniel was told, "At that time thy people shall be delivered." Daniel 12:1. The question was, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? Daniel 12:6. The answer was a time, times, and half a time, Daniel 12:7, followed by the 1,290 and 1,335 days, Daniel 12:11-12. Daniel was commanded to seal the book until the time of the end, Daniel 12:4. The same prophetic period concerns Daniel's people and their city. 3. Jesus points to Jerusalem. Jesus quoted Daniel's abomination of desolation, Matthew 24:15. Luke explains it as Jerusalem surrounded by armies, Luke 21:20. Jesus warned those living in Judea to flee to the mountains, Matthew 24:16. He was not speaking to a future generation thousands of years later, but to those who would witness these events. 4. This generation. Jesus declared, "These be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled." Luke 21:22. He then added, "This generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled." Matthew 24:34. The timing was locked. The fulfillment belonged to that generation. 5. John opens Daniel's book. Daniel was commanded to seal the book, Daniel 12:4, but John saw an open little book, Revelation 10:2. Daniel heard about time, times, and half a time, Daniel 12:7, and John was shown the same period. Revelation unveils Daniel's prophecy rather than postponing it. 6. 42 months, same story. John speaks of 42 months, Revelation 11:2, 1,260 days, Revelation 11:3, and time, times, and half a time, Revelation 12:14. These correspond directly with Daniel 7:25 and Daniel 12:7. Revelation continues the same story rather than beginning a new one. 7. Jerusalem equals the great city. John measured the temple and the holy city, Revelation 11:1-2. The great city where the Lord was crucified was spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, Revelation 11:8. Babylon was guilty of the blood of prophets and saints, Revelation 18:24. Jesus had already pronounced the same judgment upon Jerusalem in Matthew 23:35-37. 8. Temple still standing. John was told to measure the temple, Revelation 11:1. Hebrews says priests were still offering gifts according to the law, Hebrews 8:4. The first covenant was ready to vanish away, Hebrews 8:13. The temple was still standing, proving the Old Covenant age had not yet fully ended. 9. Mystery of God finished. John heard, "In the days of the seventh angel, the mystery of God should be finished," Revelation 10:7. The seventh trumpet announced, "The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his Christ," Revelation 11:15. The earthly temple passed away, but believers received an unshakable kingdom, Hebrews 12:28. 10. A D-70 temple destroyed. Jerusalem was burned and the sanctuary fell exactly as Daniel foretold, Daniel 9:26. The Old Covenant age passed away, but Christ's kingdom remains forever. The prophetic clock was locked before the temple fell. Once the appointed judgment came, the mystery of God was finished, and the blessings of the new covenant continue for every generation. Conclusion. Daniel to Jesus to Revelation. One story, one people, one city, one generation. The 70 weeks, the time of the end, the 42 months, and the destruction of the temple all belong to the same prophetic framework. To postpone these events thousands of years after the temple's destruction is to disconnect them from the very people, city, and generation to which they were originally given. The kingdom remains, and its blessings continue forever. One puzzle piece at a time until the whole Bible comes into view. Be blessed and stay blessed.